Hello everyone, my name is Isabella and welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm going to be posting more fitness, vlogging, blogging, lifestyle, fashion, fitness, all of that good stuff right here. We just got to the gym right now and we're going to hit a nice nasty little glute workout. I have my pre right here and my creatine. Of course, we're going to take that before our session. This pre that I'm using is a little sample. So we're gonna see how it tastes. We have our little creatine tablets right here. Oh wow, that's good. Gotta chug this. Chug. Anyway, the pre is chugged, the creatine is taken, so let's go hit some legs. So the key to any good workout is some good dynamic stretching before your workout. I'm going to show you a little bit of a nice short easy routine that you can do prior to your workout. So a nice easy one is just some leg swings. Forwards, I like to do about 15 swings on each leg. Sideways as well. This just helps with opening more of the hip. Now we get down low on the floor. Oh, change the angle. Now we are down on the floor here. We're going to do some of these nice hip openers right here. And yes, dynamic stretching is important before a workout, but personally, if I do feel a little bit more tight in my hips or hamstrings, I do want to make sure that I try to release some of that muscle as well. Do a nice adductor stretch because they are feeling a little bit tight and sore. And now my hamstrings, again, not too long, maybe 15 to 30 seconds at most. And I'm going to do the pigeon pose for my hips and glutes because they are feeling tight, especially if you're going to be doing anything like squats, hip thrusts, that sort of thing. It's good to have more range of motion into your hips as well so you can get more depth. Hip open and just go down into a squat. Put your elbows against your knees and try to push out. It'll really open up the groin area. And then same idea, kind of just rock side to side with this. Now this is a very basic pre-workout stretch. If you do want a more in-depth one, then let me know and I can do one. But now it's on to the workout. We are starting off with some Smith machine hip thrusts. It is going to be easier than having to stabilize a barbell, so I do prefer the Smith for that reason. You can more focus on the mind-muscle connection with your glutes. You're going to put your upper back and shoulders on the bench, keeping your feet hip width apart with your toes pointed out. We are starting off with 10 to 15 reps of the wide stance hip thrust. Doing the wide stance ones is going to help develop the width and strength of the glutes, giving it a more broader look. And then we are going to superset that with a narrow stance, keeping your feet closer together, doing as many reps as you can, and that is going to help give a rounder, more lifted appearance to your glutes. This is how you should be contemplating life after this superset. We are now moving the foam pad out of the way and bringing in the bench underneath our Smith for some step-ups. Again, you can do this with dumbbells, but for stabilization purposes and mind-muscle connection, we are going to be opting for the Smith. You're going to rack the bar underneath your traps, engaging your core and hinging down at the hips, focusing on squeezing your glutes at the top. One thing to keep in mind is when coming down, you don't want to go all the way down as you don't want to be pushing up with your knees or your quads, but more so focusing on your glutes. This is a real big booty burner and it should burn right underneath your glutes. This does work out the main gluteus maximus muscle as well as the glute mid and mean, which are engaged during hip stabilization during the exercise. Now some good old kickbacks for that shelf. You're going to want to imagine a box, okay? Corners 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to want to position your foot. So you're going from corner 1 to corner 4. And you're going to do the same on both legs, just vice versa. You're going to want to feel that burn at the top of your glutes around pointing for 10 to 15 reps. We are finishing off with some glute-focused barbell RDLs. I am using lifting strap because your girl's hands does get sweaty. When getting set up, you're going to want to engage your lats and pretend that you're breaking the bar with your hands. This is going to help with stabilization. And then just engage your core and you're gonna wanna pretend like you're pushing a door open with your bum, having a slight bend in your knees. You're focusing on your glutes and really drive up with your legs when coming up, not using your lower back. And you're going to want to perform this for again 10 to 15 reps. You can also go up in weight as well. Now just for some shits and gigs, we're also going to add a hammy and quad workout in this as well, just so we don't neglect them. We are going to do some good mornings for your hammies. You don't want to lose your lower back in this. You are going to feel it a little bit just because you are putting some strain on it with the weights, but you should primarily be feeling it in your hamstrings, keeping maybe a slight bend but not too much, and your knees, and just going down and coming up. And then last but not least, some leg extension for your quads. We're going to start off with a nice easy way. Do 10 to 15 reps of that until you look like this. And then we are going to drop set this B and then do as many reps as we can for a nice real quad burn. That is all for my leg glute focused workout. I hope you guys enjoyed.